Hey guys, it is spring, and in some parts of the country, it already feels like summer. And for us, that means one thing: the fish are moving to the banks. They're shallow now, and your odds of catching fish have gone up dramatically from a month or two ago when it was still pretty cold out there. So I've got a tournament this weekend, and I'll just show you guys a couple things that I'll definitely have rigged up. This time of year, there is one technique that I will have tied on really for the next couple of months, and it's one of the easiest ways to catch fish. So whether you're a pro angler or you're just trying to take your kids out to go catch some bass on the weekend, your odds of catching them on the bank this time of year are great. And I'm going to show you some hooks that I like to use. So first off, let's just get into what a wacky rig is. This is the technique that I'm going to talk about. You got a worm. It's a 5-inch stick bait for me. I like the 5-inch. You can go down to a 4 or even bigger, but let's just keep it simple here. You've got a worm and you've got a hook, and you just hook it through the center of it, and it's going to be all wacky like that, hence the wacky rig. Okay, now this is a TK97, not a very big hook at all, but you don't have a big bait there, so that's plenty of room for that hook to pin the bass for you, and it will keep them pinned with the trocars. So that is the TK97 trocar wacky worm hook, and I'll use that one pretty much if I don't have a lot of structure that I'm fishing around, a lot of cover that I'm fishing around. If I do start to get some snags, then I will go up to a weedless version, and they have the TK97W, and that is literally just a weedless version of the same hook, and you can see it here. It's very clear, especially in the water. You can even see on the hand, it gets a little more transparent. They also have a darker version of that as well. So you can kind of pick your poison, but you can see that's weedless. Now your hookup ratio goes down a little bit, but if you are getting snagged up, this is definitely the way to go. I'll talk about the size of the hook real quick. Now these are both size 1. However, if you're throwing a fatter bait, they do make some fatter stick baits like the Fat Senko, and even some dice that guys are throwing right now, which are basically little cubes with tentacles coming off of them. At that point, you'd want to go with a bigger hook. You're going to have a bigger gap there so that you can pin the fish a little bit better. So I'd go up at least to a 1/0 on those. This is actually a 1/0. You can see 1/0, and you can see the gap is quite a bit bigger than just the standard size 1 that I have here. So that is your weightless wacky rig, probably the most fishy technique that's been out there in the last 20 years. But let's talk about a couple little varieties of it as well. So in the past couple of years, and I've done really well on this as well, a lot of guys are starting to fish what's called the Nico Rig, and you're still taking that stick bait and you're taking a little bit different style hook. This is the TK137, again a size 1, but you'll see it's a bigger bait, or it's a bigger hook, and you've got that Pro V bend, which I love in all the trocars, and this is going to be rigged a little bit different. So you kind of have to imagine here with me, I don't have a weight put in, but you'll have a little weight up front here, or on the back of the stick bait, okay? And the way that you're going to rig this is that weight is going to be down, okay? So when the weight is down, you're going to go back through here, and instead of rigging this thing to the side to side like it would be, this is actually rigged in line with the hook, and this is going to kind of act as a weed guard as it comes up, as this weight is pushing that down in the water. Okay, so this is a fantastic technique when you're trying to fish it just a little bit deeper. You can vary your weight, but stay with me here. Let's say that I'm out there fishing a tournament. I got a trophy right here. I fished this all day long. I fished the Nico Rig, and I'll throw some footage in here. You can see how good this hook was of pulling the fish out of the grass. However, at the end of the day, got a little more finicky, and I wanted to skip that worm like a wacky rig, so weightless, and all I had to do, instead of re-rigging to another style hook, you can take this TK137, and it is a fantastic wacky rig hook as well. And then you just rig it there. Still skips amazingly. Put it on the push it up on the bank, and it's just a very versatile hook for you. This is actually my favorite hook in the Trocar line, and that's the TK 137 in a size 1. And just to show you, they also have a TK 137W, which is their weedless version, similar to like what we just saw on the weedless Wacky, the 97. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys catch some more fish. It's a wonderful time of year to get out there. The spawn is on in most of the country if it's not already happened. So hey, if your kid wants to go fishing, this is the time of year to take them out. Spend an hour with them, not too much time. Let them catch a couple fish and get the itch. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys go catch them.